taking it out on that one.
Alright, let's get it.
Let's go.
We gotta wait for Jared. Are you good?
Yeah. I thought we were waiting.
Who's Oval Black?
Over
It just means
Oh.
over black token that starts out.
Black.
It's a black
So I have to read the fade in. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, that's the.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
Sense of
fade
it.
in.
You have to read the property of Danny Ball.
Alright,
Alright.
So
Serious.
So,
Yeah,
hey,
good.
Sorry. Fuck.
God
damn
damn.
yeah.
Jay, Kevin.
Over black.
Figured out.
We hear a smacking and licking noise. Fade in. Interior Scott's house. Living room.
Keanu, do you have any idea what button I'm supposed to press?
We open up on a pair of lips,
What button do I
and
press?
oh man, are they dry as hell.
Let's wait. So.
Gavin, it's your turn.
No, that's fine.
You see Anderson.
Alright, man, that's my
I'm
last.
not doing that anymore.
That was realistic ad lib.
It was great.
That was not mine. That was not mine. It was perfect.
There we go. And we got that on camera.
More realistic than the script.
Alright, Gavin, it's your turn.
Let's restart. But I'm just gonna say this one thing.
It actually isn't your turn. It's his turn.
Everybody just try to do your own thing. Like play your part. Like just basically be
This is an
yourself.
empty can.
Like how you.
That was too good. That's unreplicated.
Gavin,
Yeah.
Gavin,
Like
you have
how
an
you
empty
think you would say
can
shit.
because you have to drink
And
an
then-
empty can at one point.
The only thing I'm worried about right now is getting everyone's head like just.
Are you not worried about drunk RJ butchering this?
Alright, so now enunciation.
Because I'm worried.
We're excited. You were excited to do it, so you might as well.
When you say Mountain Dew,
If it doesn't
make
look
sure
like
you
I can
don't
delete it.
pronounce the T like that. Just say it like it was
It's not
Mountain
very complete.
Dew,
It's the first reason.
but without the and. So it's like
Bar is very
Mountain
low.
Dew. Because if you say Mountain Dew,
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
smack.
sound like a soda. It just sounds like you're going Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Yeah, like Mountain Dew.
What isn't that?
You know what I mean?
Just fuck with it.
Okay, okay.
Go Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
When someone says RJ go, I'm going.
RJ, go.
Over black. We hear a smacking and licking noise. Fade in interior Scott's house, living room. We open up on a pair of lips, and oh man, are they dry as hell.
Gavin, it's your turn.
Gavin snaps out of his daze. It is revealed that the group of friends are playing poker.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Gavin goes to take a sip of his Mountain Dew. It's empty.
Bro, I can't even think right now. I need a drink.
Gavin gets up and starts picking up everyone's empty soda cans.
Since you're already up, can you grab me one?
Yeah, no. Scott, how about you?
Sure.
To Jared.
Hey, buddy, you want one?
We see Jared. He's tall and lanky. Pee-pee big.
Cut. Let him away.
We can't see it, but he's got a shot.
You can't see it, but he's got
We know who wrote the fucking story.
He's got a fractured neck, wearing neck braces, and he's building his phone in front of his face
Too damn bad.
because the neck brace restricts his movements.
Give me 1 second.
Hey Jay, would you want a Mountain Dew?
Huh? Oh no, I'm good. I got one.
Jared shows him this drink. It's about half full, still.
Okay.
Gavin nods his head.
Okay.
Oh, are you reading Gavin now?
Just go.
It was.
Okay.
It was. Exactly.
Gavin heads off to get more Mountain Dew for everyone.
Whose turn is it? Y'all didn't skip me, right?
Jacob looks at Jared with bewilderment. Did he really just say that?
Alright, I gotta take a shit. Y'all, y'all can chill and take a break until I get back. My bad. I stopped reading my line.
You might want to use Febreze. That's like a huge ass dump earlier.
God damn it.
Jacob gives Jared a look of judgment and shakes his head in disbelief, and he goes to the bathroom to avoid furthering the conversation. Jared smiles.
He's gonna be pissed when he finds out I used all the toilet paper.
Jared puts his earbuds in, and Scott takes his glasses off, then lifts his chair off the ground. In the background, we see Gavin opening the fridge. Gavin looking in the fridge, and then the fridge is mostly empty. There's a half-eaten burger thrown on a plate, a bottle of ketchup, and an open pack of Pop-Tarts. To the right of them, there's an open 12-pack of Mountain Dews.
That's how we do it.
He pulls it out halfway, holding it in his hand. He looks down at his plate, at his soda. His lips dry as hell. The light gleams off of the soda. Gavin stares into it as if looking for the soda's non-existential soul. And then the soda is practically staring back at his.
Hey Scott,
Yeah, what's up?
I want something left. Is it okay if I have that?
Scott's chair falls off the ground as if he suddenly lost his grip.
Yeah, sure.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Gavin turns away from Scott and grabs the cola. When he turns around, Scott is very angrily coming towards him. Scott punches him in the dick. And the soda falls out of his hand and onto the floor.
You must have forgot.
Yeah.
You're in my house, bitch. That's my soda.
Yes, sure. Yes, babe.
Scott picks up the soda
Yes, I got
can
it.
and goes to wash it off.
Excuse me.
In the background, we see Gavin recovering. And while Scott watches the
This is
can
not gonna
off,
work.
Gavin gets up.
Let's take a pause, guys.
Yeah.
I'm getting to cut that
Pause,
fur
pause,
burger
pause,
off.
pause.
I'm just gonna hurt Gavin's heart. I committed. I had so much to fucking read.
It's about to get worse.
I know. I see it.
Oh, that was playing
Alright,
with
wait.
it.
What?
I was playing with it.
So what's going on?
We take different shots.
Is it really loud when you speak?
I'm going off. It is really loud when I speak.
So we take different drugs.
Chunks. Have I get to smoke with you, Zach? I smoked with you before?
No, we have not. You've come out while me and Jake would smoke.
Yeah. I always hang out when people smoke because I like the
It's a
you know,
vibe.
The vibe. Yeah. Like I said.
Oh, man, Gavin got it.
What's the city
Shut the
Jersey
fuck
show?
up, please.
Yeah, we're gonna baby.
Above it.
Gavin,
Alright.
you're fucking wrong.
Let's start
dude.
from Gavin's line.
Can I read? I'm gonna read the before Gavin's line so he has time to figure out
Scott
what
picks
the
up
fuck
the
we're at.
soda can.
Scott picks up the soda can and goes to wash it off. In the background, we see Gavin
Page
recovering. And while Scott washes the can
Fourth
off,
paragraph.
Gavin gets up.
I'm going to cut that clever off your fucking face and return to your grandmother's mouth.
Oh, fuck, man.
Gavin pins Scott against the sink with his elbows
Alright, shake.
and pushes his thumbs against Scott's eyes. Scott groans in agony. He moves his hand against. Wait, I got it. Around, searching for the dish holder.
Take your time, man. It's okay.
We see a kitchen knife and a single glass plate. As Scott wrestles to get free with his left hand, he finally finds the dish holder and grabs it. Gavin notices this and jerks his hands, causing Scott to pull the dish holder into the sink.
You're gonna read a long time.
Jared on his phone with his earbuds in, he's listening to Gwen Stefani,
Earbuds.
and he has no clue what's going on. In the background, we see Gavin still pressing his thumbs into Scott's poor eyes. Scott goes to reach for the glass plate again and finally gets a hold of it. He smashes it on top of Gavin's head, and Gavin turns around in pain,
Are you pretending to fight?
grabbing his head, which is now bleeding. In the forefront of the camera, Jared is humming the song and dancing the beat he can with the neck brace on. Jared goes to pick up his drink, and when he takes a sip, he notices it's empty. This is all happening at the same time in the same shot. Somehow,
Magic.
Scott on Gavin's back, trying to choke him till he passes out. Gavin pulls Scott over his shoulder and onto the ground. The whole time, Scott's eyes are closed and bleeding. Gavin goes to punch him when, boop, an empty Taco Bell cup hits him in the head.
Have you ever seen Super Troopers?
Yeah.
You don't know when they're in the diner and they fucking
His
so
foot's so
empty
there.
syrup.
He's in complete disbelief. I'm picturing number 15. Scott, please go.
Oh, that's you, I guess.
Come on. Hit me, bitch. You think you stopped me, but you haven't. You merely delayed my plans.
Hand me the Mountain Dew and you will live.
What are you gonna do? Take it, you broken neck ass. Oh.
Gavin looks up and sees Jared holding a samurai sword. Jesus Christ.
You already said
when did
no.
you get here?
It's a big one.
It flowed much better than
Why can't I see what the fuck?
What's going on?
Scott is looking. What? Scott is looking in Jared's direction, but he can't see shit, so he just looks lost. Gavin starts to walk towards Jared.
My bad, I thought you were saying
Jared.
I knew what it was.
I was like, what can I see? I forgot to catch my eyes.
Put the
Gavin!
sword. I was going with that shit. Put the sword down. You gotta hurt yourself, Jared.
One step closer and I will slice your balls open, put your testicles in a jar, then I'll hang your cock off the wall like it's a deer trophy.
Jacob smiles. This makes Gavin deeply uncomfortable.
I will never surrender!
Okay, buddy.
Joyce, that what else?
Yes. He screamed it.
Gavin gets off of Scott, puts his hand on the signal surrender, and then he slowly creeps over to the sink, trying not to alarm Jared. When he gets off of Scott, hang on. Scott tries to get up but struggles. Gavin grabs the soda can, then rolls it up to Jared. The camera follows the soda until it bumps into Jacob's foot.
Jared's funny.
You said Jacob like.
Bro, dude, this fucking.
Do you need glasses?
What?
Pass that to.
So what's fucking me up is the watermark, and I can't read
Yeah, it fucks me
half
up
of the
too.
words.
I think I know what the word said, and then it doesn't flow right. I'm like,
Yes.
fuck.
So I read Jared, but it was really Jacob. Jared bends down to get it, and as soon as he grabs it, we hear a toilet flush down the hallway. Jared's eyes widen, and he looks down the hallway to the bathroom. Gavin starts to move forward. Jared hears him, then looks over at Gavin and Scott.
Move and you both die.
Jared turns around with the samurai sword, and then he starts to head off toward the hallway.
Jacob.
Jesus Christ. Where we
Scott,
We're on page 5.
at? Scott,
yeah.
there's no toilet paper.
Look in the cabinet.
off screen, we hear him opening the cabinet door while Jared is creeping down the hallway with the samurai sword.
There's no toilet paper in there either.
Whispering to Scott.
Very drunk.
Whispering. Gavin's favorite word.
I know, but I didn't get that. I didn't get whispering to Scott.
Whisper to Scott, please. God.
Is it just under your breath? Is it not
On
actually
the count.
whispering?
On the count.
It'd be
of
awful.
three.
I still
Audio
On
wise.
On the count of 3. Yeah,
This
you're
is
right.
like, the count of 3. We're gonna run down the hallway, take the sword from him, and then we can split them out later.
What?
Gavin slowly starts to make his way towards the hallway. Scott is looking lost still. Jacob is washing his hands. He looks down and sees Jared's shoes.
Who's outside the door?
Close-up shot of Jared's face.
Stop.
He looks worried.
It's Jared. I'm just waiting for you to get out, man.
You want?
Fuck
Jacob
that.
turns the sink off and then wipes his hands off on a hand towel.
I don't have it. You're going to use all the toilet paper again. Asshole!
Wait, he whispers under his breath.
Oh, my bad. I didn't assume that was by attack. I'm jumping with a
It's
second.
more casual. You're more just like.
It kills your momentum to read
You're just like, yeah,
stage directions between your lines.
Yeah.
We should ignore those.
Yeah, we can just ignore.
I'll do that. Thank you.
The actor needs to read them. In his head.
Jared waiting outside the bathroom. We see Gavin behind Jared at the end of the hallway. And then Gavin puts his finger up to gesture
Two with Scott.
to Scott. Jacob quickly opens the door and throws an empty toilet paper roll at Jared's face. Jacob.
Get his neck.
Everything goes into slow motion as Gavin runs down the hall angrily. Jared quickly turns around, dropping his sword. Then we see a slow motion shot of the samurai sword hitting the floor. We see a shot of Jacob shaking his head and smiling with his thumbs up. Then a shot of Scott feeling around blindly. When the camera cuts back to Jared, the slow motion stops when his neck cracks and he grabs his neck.
Oof.
Jared attempts to walk forward but drops to his knees dramatically.
I will get back up and your balls will be mine.
Jared falls onto the ground. Jared gets the soda out of his back pocket, and Gavin picks up the sword from behind Jared's legs.
Just in case they
Gavin looks down at Jared, who groans. He then looks back at Jacob.
Nah, his neck broke as fuck.
I don't
man.
know, chair back.
How'd you know to help him?
I did it. Motherfucker used all the toilet paper.
Gosh,
Yeah,
feet are
makes sense.
freezing.
So why were y'all fighting? He had a whole ass sword.
Gavin points at the Mount Dude with his sword. The light shines off of it as if it were truly a gift from God.
It was, the last one.
Damn, talk about overreacting.
They sit in silence for a
That's
second.
unfortunate.
Gavin's face is blank. Then he goes to speak, not blinking once.
Yeah. So can I have my soda?
It's the last one, man.
Yeah, it's not.
For sure, bro.
They sit in silence for another second.
You gonna give it to me or?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of thirsty.
I was gonna pay him to go cut him off. Give me the damn soda and I promise myself.
Jacob slowly backs up into the bathroom and tries to shut the door on Gavin.
Alright, fuck it.
Gavin forces the door open and swings the sword at Jacob. Jacob has barely a second to react when blood spatters against the wall, the mirror, and onto his
It's your
face.
first time seeing this. Okay.
Jacob's head rolls into frame. Gavin realizes what he just did. He looks at the scene of the crime he just committed. His stomach rumbles like he's going to throw up.
Do not
He
drop on my
gags.
head.
I'm 2-0. You want this?
Just say the word disgusting, please, God.
You want your socks?
Hey, Gavin, say disgusting.
Disgusting.
Gavin shuts the bathroom door.
You want that weed boy?
Gavin walking out of the hallway, holding the Mount Dude in his left hand with the samurai sword chilling in his right hand.
Back in the back.
Gavin, say, hey Scott, I got it. I don't want
Hey Scott, I got it, man.
to risk getting syphilis, so I'm going to drink the first half and then I'm going to
Hey,
get the
just
rest.
pause until he gets back. It's alright.
It's alright, man. I'm getting given tasks.
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank
Just
you.
pause.
Where are we at?
Hey Scott, I got it.
Page 8. Page
Hey
8.
Scott, I got it. I don't want to get anything simple as fuck ass man, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink the first half. You get the second.
Gavin looks up and doesn't see Scott. The camera takes to Gavin's POV. He looks around the room and it's empty. We switch back to the shot of Gavin looking around.
Star power? That's like the narrator.
And we pan to reveal Scott is standing behind Gavin with a kitchen knife. Scott's eyes are closed. Then he puts his glasses back on, and his eyes are open extremely wide, dry blood coming from his eyes. He looks like Gerard Way crying.
So, you have chosen death.
The camera takes Scott, first person point of view. Gavin turns toward the camera in shock. The camera moves as if Scott was running towards him. And when it reaches Gavin's face, the camera switches to the side of Gavin and Scott. We hear the knife go inside of Gavin. In shock, his facial expression doesn't change. His body goes limp and his arms drop. We hear the soda and the sword falling to the ground.
Bro.
Get fucked.
Scott pulls the knife out of Gavin.
Get off my knife.
You want to come back?
Gavin falls on the floor, and when he hits the ground, blood falls out of his mouth. Scott picks the soda up, then sits down at the table. He props his feet up and looks down to see Mount Dude is dented all to hell.
Number 15.
Number 15. Scott tries to open it,
Okay.
but it erupts in his face. He goes to take a sip anyways, but he's interrupted by the ring of his phone. He wipes his glasses off and puts them back on. He picks it up and looks at the name on the screen. It says, Zach. He looks at the door. He grabs his knife and heads off screen. The camera pans away from where Scott was to the door very slowly to reveal Zach looking in. Zach has long blonde hair and loves marijuana. Same as Jacob.
Hey Scott, open the door. I'm here.
Zach knocks on the door. No response. Zach shrugs and then opens the door. He is holding an unopened box of sodas.
Hey, I've got a 12-pack of cocaine. What's up?
Zach walks in and sees Gavin's dead body. He puffs on his jewel and then he speaks. Smoke comes out of his mouth into Gavin's face.
Oh shit, you okay, dude? Your lips look dry as hell.
The door shuts behind Zach, and when Zach turns around, Scott puts his knife up to Zach's throat. Scott takes a sip of his Mountain Dew. He whispers into Zach's ear.
I regret nothing.
Zach looks at the knife, horrified.
For some reason, my dick is hard as hell.
You know what? So is mine.
Scott drops his kitchen knife. Zach drops a 12-pack, then rips his shirt off.
Ah, look at my big old man titties. Ooh, yeah.
Scott licks his lips. Was it for the Mount Dude?
What the fuck?
Was it for the Mount Dude? Bro, I gotta fucking switch. I'm just gonna wing it.
Was it for the Mountain Dude? The world may never know.
The world may
Scott-
never know. Scott jumps camera as if he's going to take Zach a big old smooch.
Take Zach a good.
Overlay a soda commercial. Mount Dude. Do the dude. Credits roll. Damn. It's a shame that one is fucked up.
No.
You should resend them all.
Alright, so we
Where's
get
the
through
bag?
it once. Everyone has said their lines at least once.
He picked up the Hobby Lobby bag.
Everyone's
and I
been
was
through
like,
script at
you
least
got
once.
this.
I'm gonna try that again. Mount Dude.
That thing that only lets that Hobby Lobby.
Do it like EA
Kind of
Sports.
wish you could give it, honestly. I don't remember the door opening, you sitting down and holding.
Hey, at least you have socks.
RJ, do it like EA Sports.
Jeez, we're doing this for 30 minutes.
It's crazy, baby.
Mount Dude.
Mount Dude. Do the dude.
I like the other
It's
one
like,
better.
I think
Which one?
I imagine it
right
like,
before that.
Mount Dude. Do the dude.
I imagine it like this. It's
Wait, did you really buy
Dude,
this?
Mountain Dew.
Mount Dude.
miss.
Do the dude.
So, I mean, you're right.
Did you really buy this
Mount-
and name it, but then you got
Mount Dude.
Yeah.
Do the dude.
let me go here.
Dude,
I'm thinking about having like
That's
at
not
the
what I
end,
wanted
like
to
when he
take
says
down.
that, there's
I'll give
like
it to you.
the
After I
two
finish
Mountain
everything
Dudes in
like
the
that.
cooler, and then you just hear Melody go back out.
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, my eyes are going.
It'll be for your birthday, it's coming up.
Oh, well. January 22nd.
Oh shit, you better get on that.
Wait, what's your
There's plenty
sign?
of time.
January 22nd.
Josie, what's your sign?
21.
What's your sign?
If I get you a gift, Josie,
Well, me too.
if I give you a gift on your birthday and you stiff me on mine, we're gonna have some problems.
Almost 14.
That's the code.
Yeah.
You and my baby.
Yeah, I know.
What am I here for?
When's your birthday again?
July.
I'll be mad.
It's about, I mean, it's month
14th?
around that area.
Okay.
I'll be up in Colorado.
What am I in here for?
Do you remember mine?
Oh, you gotta stop the recording, bro.
My date?
Yep.
22nd?
What are you gonna do if you don't?
My brother.